Good morning, everyone. Welcome. First, I wanted to, before I forget, I wanted to thank all the staff who were here early, getting all these chairs and everything set up. It was cold this morning. They've been here for hours, so thank you. Good morning. Thank you for coming out on this chilly day, but before the snow hits, so we were fortunate in that regard. Welcome. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sunshine Mathon. I'm the Executive Director of Piedmont Housing Alliance. Though this is a day of joy and jubilation, before we let ourselves enter into celebration, we must take time to acknowledge the profound history of this place, this land. For over 40 years, Friendship Court, also known to many as Garrett Square, has been home to hundreds of families. For some, it was a short time. For others, it is all they have known. For some, it has been a place of respite and solace during difficult times. For others, it has reflected the pain of broader racial and social injustices, families caught in the unrelenting gears of generational poverty. And before it was any of these things, the land was home to a vital, predominantly black neighborhood of homes and commercial enterprises on the south side of downtown Charlottesville going back over 100 years. Families raised their children and made their livings here. In the 1960s, in the aftermath of Vinegar Hill's destruction, the city decided it was not done, and the Garrett Street area, this area, including Allen's store, a decades-old neighborhood grocery, and other essential businesses, and 170 homes, were systematically dismantled by the ugly false promise of urban renewal. And yet before this, the land was soaked in the blood and sweat of at least 51 enslaved human beings. William, James, Montgomery, Martin, Edwin, Dick, Joe, Randolph, Celia, Jones, Mary Thomas, Eliza, Nancy, Peter, Carter, Nelson, Kathy, Judy, Sarah, Muriel, William, Elix Sr., Louis, Richard, Elizabeth, Susan, Patsy, Becky, John, Henry, Harry, Mary, Mitty, Fanny, David, Abraham, Bob, Richard, William, James, Elick Jr., James, Priscilla, Anne, Betsy, Albert, and others whose name have been lost. I call out these names to recognize them, so that each of us here today can keep them and their descendants in the light. These human beings were enslaved by the landowner, Alexander Garrett, a close friend of Thomas Jefferson, and his plantation house, Midway, was located just there, just at the corner of 2nd Street, and yes, the street named after him, Garrett Street. And yet before this, the land was honored and lived upon by the sovereign Monacan and Monohoic peoples. This land is the ancestral home of incredibly resilient people who stand upright today, a people who have survived attempted genocide and cultural erasure. This land was their home. Please, let's take a moment of silence to remember and to simultaneously hold in our hearts and our spirits the past harm that has been inflicted, and also to honor the acts of survival and perseverance. Thank you. When I arrived in Charlottesville 4.5 years ago, I knew little of this history. As an outsider and as a white man, I have had to listen, and I've had to come to learn that we cannot turn our gaze to the future to explore what's possible, whether here at Friendship Court or in the region more broadly, without truly knowing the weight of the past. None of us here created the past, yet we all inherited it, and as such, we bear the responsibility for striving to heal. For over 5 years, the elected resident-led Friendship Court Advisory Committee, many of whom members are here today, They have been working to do just that, to envision a healed future for this community and this land. They have participated in deep community outreach. They have chosen architects and contractors. They have taken field trips to other cities to explore what has been done elsewhere, and they have worked and reworked and reworked and reworked a plan for redevelopment aimed directly at redressing root causes of systemic inequity, attempting to set an example of what's possible even though the work of rebuilding Friendship Court alone must be in concert with other work in Charlottesville more broadly, and the rest of the community to make real and lasting change, to heal this community, fundamentally to heal all of us. The result of their hundreds of hours of hard work, applied wisdom, and an unending dedication, even through difficult and bumpy times along the way, is truly, truly extraordinary. It has been an extraordinary honor of my life for these last 4.5 years to participate in that work with them. Rooted in 4 core fundamental values, the resulting holistic phased build first redevelopment plan is a masterpiece of design. Zero displacement of current residents, tiers of affordability for existing and new residents, balancing a myriad of complex priorities from housing types to open space to new community gardens to neighborhood connections, mandating transformational investment in more than just housing. The first step being a new high-quality early learning center for birth to 5-year-old children that will start right about where folks are sitting over here. And this is where, as part of this kind of ceremony, where we acknowledge those who have dedicated their lives, their wisdom, and passion to this extraordinary work. And first and foremost, we have to start with the advisory committee, the residents, to honor their remarkable efforts. I know not many of them are not used to the spotlight and not very comfortable in the spotlight, so I will not necessarily ask them to stand and wave unless they choose to. But I do want to call their names, and not everyone could be here today. Some are sick, unfortunately. Others had last-minute issues to come up, but we do have some representatives. Angela Brooks, Damon Nolan. Yeah, please feel free to clap. Betty Lowry, Miss Betty. Crystal Johnson, Cherie Hopper, Zafar Khan, Taekwon Mayo, recently chosen as Youth of the Year by Virginia Housing, and Yolanda Rice and Tammy Wright. Yes, please. And throughout all of this effort, these residents have been gracefully supported by a few non-resident members of that same committee. These non-residents have collectively striven to lift up the resident voices and to layer their insights to strengthen this work. Bill Edgerton, J.T. Engelhardt from NHT Communities, former City Councilor Kathy Galvin, Miss Myrtle Houchins, Sarah McLean, former Assistant City Manager Mike Murphy, City Councilor Michael Payne, and Kevin White from NHT Communities. The vision set forth by the advisory committee has taken uncountable hours of labor by the staff at Piedmont Housing Alliance and NHT Communities to bring us to this day. I cannot name everyone, but we would not be here today in particular without Claudette Grant, Beth Kennan, Andy Miller, Mandy Burbage, and J.T. Engelhardt. And as co-designers of the redevelopment plan, the residents have worked with architects and engineers and other consultants who have listened deeply, who have translated their ideas through paper, pen, and drawing. And again, I can't name everyone, but these partners have done amazing work. Grimm and Parker Architects, Liz, Jim, Kat, and others. Timmons Engineering, Craig, Frank, Clint, and others, and Liz Ogbu, our guardian angel who has guided the process from the beginning. And we couldn't move forward without a whole range of other partners that have played additional critical roles. Think Little, Stengel Engineering, Harkins Construction, Joseph Brown Development, Cultivate Charlottesville, MACA, the Legal Aid Justice Center, the Blue Ridge Area Food Bank, Jefferson School African American Heritage Center, Charlottesville Tomorrow, and Jordy Yeager. And lastly, this enormously complex effort could never happen without the committed funder partners. Truly, truly, we are grateful. The resident vision would never blossom without them. The City of Charlottesville, staff, and City Council both have made an uncompromising commitment to this resident vision. Virginia Housing, Susan Dewey and her team, DHCD, Eric Johnston, Pam Kessner, and their team have been invaluable partners, particularly over these last 2 unpredictable years of COVID insanity. Vibrant communities, Bob and his team do their magic to turn tax credits into dollars for construction. And the many, many local, regional foundations and individuals who have closed the funding gaps and brought us here to this moment, including, but not limited to, Michael Donovan, the Perry Foundation, Bama Works, Rebecca Quinn, Louisa Bradford, Charlie Armstrong, the Early Childhood Funders Network, Virginia Community Capital, Federal Home Loan Bank of Atlanta, Bank of America, the Jean Ann Foundation, the Legacy Foundation, Donna Shaughnessy, Bill Wardle, and others who wish to remain anonymous. It truly takes a village. And if there's anyone that I missed, I tried to get everyone. If there's anyone I missed, I'm truly, truly sorry. We love you. All of this as all great design work should do, the redevelopment of Friendship Court will not just be transformational for this community, for these families, but it will act as a fulcrum to the future for the whole of Charlottesville. It will reach further yet to reach the Commonwealth and beyond. This work of excellence will influence communities everywhere. Thank you. Now we'd like to take the next phase here, and we would like to hear some spiritual blessings from community leaders from our region. We'll have Pastor Desmond Glenn, a pastor of Mission and Mercy at Portico Church. We'll have Mr. Muhammad Yusuf, a resident and elder in Friendship Court, and Teresa Pollock, a citizen of the Monacan Nation. Pastor.
Good afternoon. How you doing? I'm doing good. As Sunshine just mentioned, my name is Desmond Glenn. So here, I'm a local pastor in the community that been able to, just been invited over here to Friendship Court to work and do a lot of work, community stuff. So I'm just grateful for Piedmont Housing Alliance to allow us to be a part of this community as well. I just want to give a little bit of encouragement as we move forward to a better day, is what I call, and a better place. So I want to read a bit from the scriptures. I won't keep you long. I know when black pastors say that, you're like, oh my goodness. But trust me, we got brothers and sisters that's going to come up here, so I won't keep you long here. So I'm going to come from Isaiah 43. It says, do not remember the past events. Pay no attention to things of old. Look, God says, I'm about to do something new. Even now it is coming. Do you not see it? Indeed, I will make a way in the wilderness, rivers in the desert. I'm about to do something new. Isaiah 43, God was informing the Israel that their time in this place called Babylon was coming to a close, that he was moving towards them, getting ready to deliver them, to take them back to their homeland. It had been years since they have been taken from their land and brought to this place called Babylon. In Babylon, they saw friends come and they saw friends go. I'm sure some grew weary from being in this place, in this strange place. Some may even begin to start to lose hope as, will I ever see home again? One thing for sure, they long for a better place. We've all done had those Babylon moments before, right? We've all longed for something better, better opportunities, better dreams, better circumstances, better jobs, and even better homes. And Isaiah tells us that God was getting ready to do something new, to bring forth that better thing, that better place. Well, friends, there is something new that's about to happen today. Something new, something better is about to take place here at 418 Garrett Street. And so I want to take time to pray before I close here and pray for the people. First, the place that's going to be built here, the people that's going to dwell here, and for prosperity to prevail here as well. So, if you don't mind, let's pray. I want to pray for the place, Father. I ask that you will provide safe and secure homes that will offer shelter for family and hospitality for friends. I pray that laughter and love fill each room. I pray for the people. I pray that kids would dream big, parents would dream big, that parents would encourage and support their children's dreams. I pray that families would pray together, eat together, embrace one another in love. And last but not least, I pray for prosperity. I pray that future entrepreneurs, educators, innovators come from this place. May this be the birth spot of some of the most brilliant people the world will ever know. Most of all, Jesus, I pray that you be present in this place as you prep this place for your people. And I ask this in your name. Amen.
Mr. Muhammad?
It's too cold. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming here. First of all, because the weather is very cold and everybody is shivering like me, you know. Yes. So it's good to see you all here and this weather. My name is Mohammed Yusuf, and I've been living here in Charlottesville for the last 6 years. I'm an Afghan, and I'm a member of Afghan community here in Charlottesville. And maybe you know that recently there are more than 200 Afghan family arrived to Charlottesville, and some of them they found housing, and some of them they are still living in the hotels. And the IRC and the other organization here in Charlottesville, they are looking for them for the housing. I wish we had a lot of places like Friendship Court so we could fit them over there, you know, and they could live like their peaceful and happily life there. So, first of all, I would say thank you to the Piedmont Housing Alliance who give me this opportunity to be here and speak on behalf of the Afghan community who lives in Charlottesville, Virginia. On behalf of the Afghan community, I would like to express sincere thanks to those who have been working hard for the Friendship Court Apartments and also from the Friendship Court Community Development, especially, as I said, the Piedmont Housing Alliance. Today is a big day toward the success, development, achievement, and future happiness for all of us. As we all Afghan pray for this project, the groundbreaking ceremony or celebration, that God will help us and we will pray to God to success this project. And all of us, we are here to be together and this such a wonderful events. So please, God help us and bless our kids and bless these people who has been working hard um, to make this happen. Thank you very much, and it's been honor to be here again. And God bless you all. Thank you.
Now, Teresa.
Nahan Pipise, Teresa Pollock, Mikila Kalua, Mima, Monica Nation, Yesa. Greetings, I am Teresa Pollock with the enrolled citizen of the Monica Nation. The land we are on was but a small portion of the land inhabited by my people, who called themselves the Yesa. The Eastern Siouan-speaking people inhabited the land in the interior portion of what we today call Virginia, from the New River to the fall lines at Richmond. For hundreds of generations before the arrival of Europeans, through years of warfare, disease, forced migration, and broken treaties, the original people were reduced to a fraction of their original numbers, living on a small portion of their original land. They were forced into assimilation by the dominant culture. The descendants of the original inhabitants are still here today. I am one of those descendants. We are known as the Monacan, and we understand that the land is the people, and the people is the land, and are not strangers on any of the land that was once considered our territory. As we are able to have air to breathe, water to drink, remember the original people, my ancestors, have been stewards of the lands for centuries and have made it possible for us to enjoy many of the natural resources we still have today. Today, pay respect and give honor to my people, the Monica Nation, and my ancestors. As I was sitting here waiting to come up here and give this land acknowledgement, I noticed a hawk flying over the property here just before the ceremony started. This is a sign of good blessings for all this project, and I wish much prosperity for the people who do live here and work here. Thank you.
Thank you for those blessings and the words of wisdom, all of you. Has Michael Payne arrived yet? City Councilor Michael Payne? Michael, come on up. You're next.
Thank you all. It's a cold day, but a beautiful day. I'll be very brief. I was just reflecting earlier this week, walking down the downtown mall, coming from a city meeting, how so much what is pushed in front of our faces on city council is five-star hotels, a university, fancy restaurants, business development, and that's all fine enough, but it's this what makes Charlottesville a great community. To have residents who are taking self-control of their future and building with our community their future. And I hope that today will be remembered by City Hall, city government, and our community as a lesson for the kind of work we should be committed to, as well as a lesson to not repeat the sins of the past. With that said, it's been an honor to play just the very small role that I have played in this project, and I offer my deepest thanks to all of you here today and the many who have worked for years to get to this moment. And with that said, I will introduce for wisdom statements members of the Friendship Court Advisory Committee and invite up Crystal Johnson, Yolanda Ross, and Zafar Khan. Thank you.
Come on up, y'all. But Crystal unfortunately fell ill yesterday, so Miss Betty Lowry is going to speak in her place. So Yolanda, Zafar, Miss Betty. Who's going first?
I will. Hello. My name is Betty Lowry, and I've been here since 2002. I raised two boys and changed apartments. Now I'm on a handicap apartment. I get along with everybody here. No problem. I had no problems at all since I've been here. It's a great place.
Hello, my name is Yolanda Ross. I've been a resident of Friendship Court for 10 years. It was a pleasure being on the advisory committee. Being on the committee, I learned new things about agriculture, architect, I'm sorry. But anyways, I've been on this and we're doing the groundbreaking today. I have hope and possibly becoming a homeowner in the future and leaving something to my child.
Hello, everyone. My name is Zafar Khan, and I was one of the residents here. I moved last year from here, but I have a wonderful memory from working with Friendship Code Advisory Committee, and I see the bigger picture, and those are some of like the dedication, diversity, inclusion, and affordability. So, diversity because all communities are involved here, uh, and it gives the opportunity to every community, and particularly to our Afghan families, to live here, fulfill their dreams, and work hard and achieve whatever they want to. Uh, Dedication because I'm really thankful and I present my deepest thanks to Friendship Court, especially, and the teams that work with us, the Grimm and Parker and other, which I don't remember their names. Deepest thanks to everybody. We worked hard for the last 7 years, and today it happens. Inclusion, of course, it includes everybody, and obviously the credit goes to Piedmont Housing Alliance, and it included the residents community, especially to the every part and the every movement of this project actually, and especially the zero displacement part of this project is really wonderful, and it does not move any of the family, and the project completes by time. But the thing is that all the community members were included in every decision making process. That what makes it wonderful and transparent project. And I wish everybody wonderful blessing, and thanks everyone for coming here, and a special thanks to the Piedmont Housing Alliance.
Thank you, sir. And we have an impromptu guest speaker, Ala Anoum, who would like to say a few words as well.
Assalamu alaikum all. Thank you for coming here. My name is Ala Al Noam. Allah, like not Allah, God name, like Aladdin. So I've been here since 2017. I'm very grateful for this opportunity given me and for my family also to be in here as a resident. I'm like I have family, wife, and 4 kids. This is like a huge opportunity, a huge like support for us as a low-income family to live like equally and with like disparity. So I bring this shovel to say, today we will kick off to bearing our pain, our suffering, and build a new hope with the new building and apartment for a new family to give equal opportunity to each one live like with like hope and raise their kids here. I'm personally as Allah first, and then the Muslim community here, and the Arabic speaker here in this Friendship Court apartment. We give big thanks for the Piedmont Housing Alliance first, then for the Friendship Court apartment management, maintenance for sure, also to hard working to make this apartment like improve, like up to date with maintenance, with everything. Thank you all for your coming here, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Ala. And thank you, Yolanda, Betty, and Zafar. It's been an honor to work with all three of you over these last few years. Now we're going to have a couple of hope and dream statements from Taekwon Mayo and Ezra Zahid. Who's going to go first? Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ezra Zahid. I'm also from Afghanistan, and I've been a resident of Friendship Court very recently. And I have been a part of the youth ambassador and youth's advisory team with the PHA Center. And I'm very excited for this project because at first it will create very social place, safe and free for the kids to play in, especially on the park that we designed. and it will create job opportunities for other adults here, and it will encourage them to sort of be open with everybody and social with their kids, which they will grow up here for a very long time. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Taquan Mayo. I'm a member of the Friendship Court Advisory Committee. I'm also a member of the Youth Leadership Group. I'm excited for this program because of the redevelopment, because of the new housing, more careers, big dreams, and most importantly, the Childhood Education Center. And also, I'm excited for the future home ownership program because I want to be a homeowner one day. That's it.
Thank you both. All right, now is the time where we get to, though some people get to move around a little bit. So residents from the, and other members of the advisory committee, why don't you come on up and grab a shovel. This is that symbolic moment we've all been waiting for. 1, 2, 3, finally! Woo!
Together we can build hope.
Thank you all. Thank you all. We're almost done, folks. I know it's cold, but we're almost there. We're almost there. Are you getting a couple more pictures? Or you just want to keep digging? All right, why don't you come on back. We'll do a little, maybe pictures afterwards. We're almost done. We'll go back up there.
I am so honored to be able to stand before you to say thank you. It has not been easy, but it was worth every sleepless night. For this day, we dug into the soil for a foundation for housing. My foundation is a little deeper than that. I want us to build a foundation of a community of love, of respect for one another, a community that care about one another, a community that treat others the way you want to be treated. That's my hope and my dream that have finally came forth. Thank you so much for coming today.
All right, you're free to go now. It's cold, I know. You're welcome to hang out if you want. But thank you all for everything. We couldn't have done it without you.